Graduate candidates, friends, family, and guests. Excuse me, my name is Kevin Edwards, and it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to the 30th commencement ceremony of the Chamberlain University College of Nursing, Columbus, Ohio campus. I would now like to introduce you to the Chamberlain College of Nursing 2020 graduate candidates. Give it up for them. Now, I would like to take a moment to recognize the commencement participants. And when I call your name, say something high so then the camera will, focus on you. Dr. Judith Kempsey Woods, campus president.
Wow. Congratulations.
Dr. Taryn Hill, Dean of Academic Affairs.
Congratulations, everyone.
Dr. Pooja Shahi, Associate Dean of General Education.
Congratulations, everyone.
Today's keynote speaker, Christopher Sobecki.
Congratulations, everyone.
Patrick Burdick, Student Learning Specialist. Tara Crane, Faculty Member.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations.
Mallory Darrow, Student Learning Specialist.
Hi, guys. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Samantha Dorsey, Faculty Member.
Hi, everyone. Congrats. So excited for you.
All right. Sherry Francis, Associate Dean of Student Learning.
Congratulations.
Dr. Hillary Falk, Faculty Member.
Congrats, everyone. Very proud of you.
Lacey Hager, Faculty Member. Dr. Linda Hunt, Faculty Member.
You did it, guys. Congrats.
Sarah Luthi, Student Learning Specialist. Dr. Melissa Luton, Faculty Member.
Congratulations, everyone. I'm so proud of you.
Mallory Park, Faculty Member.
Congratulations, graduates. So happy for you all.
Tricia Parks, Faculty Member.
Congratulations, graduates. We're all so proud of you.
Dr. Teresa Puckett, Faculty Member.
Congratulations, guys. It's great to see you at the finish line.
Robin Pugh, Faculty Member.
Congratulations, everyone. Super, super excited for you.
Lisa Rossi, Faculty Member.
Congratulations, everyone. So proud of you. So proud.
Natalie Webster, Student Learning Specialist.
Congratulations, everyone. It's so good to see your faces.
Now, please help me welcome our faculty, staff, and guests. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Judith Kempsey Wood, Chamberlain University Columbus Campus President. Judy.
Dear graduates, deans, faculty, colleagues, and esteemed guests, it is my pleasure to start our very special commencement ceremony by congratulating each of you on achieving a very important milestone in your life, becoming an extraordinary Chamberlain registered nurse. Your graduation is a special one, not only because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but also because it has never happened before that all graduates had an active license upon graduation before passing the NCLEX exam. This is certainly a story that you will share with others in years to come. As you step into the world of nursing, I would like to challenge you today to not only chart a course for your advancement, but also think about nursing as a whole profession. Where is our profession today? And where do you think it should be? If the answer is that some things need to be changed, work on changing them. No one else is going to do it but nurses. In the words of Shirley Chisholm, an author, educator, and the first African-American congresswoman, You don't make progress by standing on the sideline, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas. And if they do not give you a seat at the table, which happens often at the legislative level, then she says, bring a folding chair. Nursing will evolve into what your generation and the generations after you envision it to be. So become bold. We are here to celebrate you and all the people who have helped you along the way. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Chamberlain College of Nursing, I thank you for choosing Chamberlain to accompany you on your journey. I commend you on your accomplishments and wish you success at the start of your new career and in all your future endeavors. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Kimchi Woods. It is with great pleasure that I would like to introduce to you this evening's commencement speaker, Christopher Sobecki. Chris is a psychiatric nurse and preceptor at Nationwide Children's Hospital, Behavioral Pavilion, and an alumnus of Chamberlain University Columbus campus. Chris began his educational journey at The Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio, receiving a bachelor's degree in political science. He spent the next many years building a successful career in financial investments, focusing on supervision and compliance management. After starting a family and being affected by a life-changing health event, he made the decision to change careers and become a nurse. During his 2 years at Chamberlain University, he served on the schools and state of Ohio's Student Nurses Association boards. He graduated from Chamberlain University in 2019, graduating with cum laude honors. Chris achieved his success with the support of his wife, Michelle, who is also a nurse. Together, they have 3 beautiful children, Kinley, Luella, and Bodie, all of whom were excited for Chris to graduate and have more time to play. Continuing his education has been important to Chris, and he is currently working on his Master's of Nursing at Walden University. He is studying to become a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and looks forward to beginning clinicals in the spring. Please help me welcome Christopher to the podium. Christopher.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Wood, for inviting me. We have the honor of speaking to the students. Congratulations to you all. It wasn't that long ago that I was sitting where you are now. One small difference being that we were able to celebrate and gather in person. Today's world is continually evolving, and we are in the middle of a pandemic, learning and adapting on a daily basis. I'd prefer to be speaking to you in person, but 2020 had other plans, and we get to celebrate virtually. I would like to congratulate all of you on completing your nursing degree and look forward to you joining the nursing profession as extraordinary nurses. The program has asked a lot of you, required many sacrifices and time away from family and friends. I'm sure most of you have been balancing school in addition to your work and family lives. These sacrifices are many and will follow you into your nursing career. Always remember that this is the path you chose. Look at the rewards it brings you today, the sense of great accomplishment, a future full of successes, and knowing that you can and do meet your goals when you work hard for them. These goals cannot be met without the love and support of your family, friends, and loved ones. It is important to thank them for supporting you along the way and encouraging you never to give up. Less than 2 years ago, I graduated from Chamberlain College of Nursing and began working as a pediatric psych nurse here in Columbus, Ohio. During this time, I have continued to expand my nursing knowledge, combining what I learned in school with daily experiences at work. I've been fortunate to work with seasoned nurses that have shared knowledge and passed along wisdom that has benefited the care I provide to my patients and their families, and it has strengthened my decision as to why I became a nurse. I decided to leave a well-established career in finance after suffering a major medical event and made the decision to become a nurse to provide the care to others and help them achieve their goals, just as the nurses had done for me while I was in the hospital. I've held on to that passion and tried to project it daily upon my patients and their families. This is not to say that there have not been challenges or difficulties along the way, but knowing why I do what I do keeps me encouraged to keep moving forward and always advancing. I encourage all of you to remember why you made the decision to become a nurse and keep that at the forefront of your career. Throughout my program and in my nurse residency, we often discuss the first year after graduation, how the learning does not stop, the hard work does not stop, becoming resilient is of high importance. Simply being told that the first year of nursing will test your limits and may even question your decision to become a nurse. All this was said, not knowing that a pandemic would present itself within a year of my graduation. All of you enter the workforce knowing about the pandemic and have the ability to influence the outcome. I say this to show you how resilient you all are, the constant changes you have overcome, the confusion and difficulties this pandemic has brought with it, that you've stuck with it, and where you are today shows the strength you have to push forward. As nurses, we devote so much time and energy. We make sacrifices for our patients and their families. The second piece I would like to leave you with is the importance of self-care and becoming resilient. Working in the mental health field has tested me in many facets of my life, mentally, emotionally, and physically. I find myself craving time to spend with my family, time for myself, and still having the desire to help others when not at work. And I can thank this positive attitude to instilling the importance of caring for myself into my daily life. I want each of you to think of your mental, emotional, and physical health. What refuels your soul? What gives you energy to continue on? What allows you to continue caring for others? Don't look at self-care as being a selfish act. It is an understanding of knowing what you need in order to continue providing extraordinary care to patients and their families, to yourself and your family. I will leave you with this. Always remember why you decided to become a nurse and keep it at the forefront of your practice. Never stop learning. Always be open to listening and show yourself the same care you show your patients. Remember that practicing self-care and self-compassion allows you to remain energized and relaxed, providing you with positivity, the belief that you are stronger, braver, and smarter than you may think. Again, congratulations, enjoy this time, and I look forward to you all joining the nursing field as extraordinary nurses. Congrats. Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher, for those inspiring words to our graduates. I would now like to introduce Brady Hayes, a graduate candidate of the BSN class who will address his fellow graduates. Brady.
Thank you. Good evening, fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends. I am honored to be our class-elected speaker for our graduating cohort. So first, let me thank my classmates for this honor, and thank you for always answering that text with a last-minute question or answering that phone call after a rough exam to ask which orange really was the orangest. Was it A, B, C, or D? Secondly, I want to thank all of our administration, professors, mentors, support staff, and clinical instructors who have guided us through the last 3 years. Lastly, I personally want to thank my mom and dad, Brian and Jimmy, my aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends near and far. I wouldn't be here today speaking if it weren't for your love, support, and constant encouragement. We all came into nursing school with a goal and aspiration to become a nurse. For some of us, becoming a nurse may just be the first step in our journey to continue on and obtain other degrees and certifications such as MSN, PhD, DNP, APRN, CRNA, and I'm sure many other initials that I've never heard of. For me, I'm personally proud that I've accepted an offer to work in the critical care float pool at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. We all have a path planned for our future, but this journey beyond today all starts with the initials we are all here to celebrate this evening. Today, we graduate with our Bachelor of Science in Nursing, our BSN. For all of us graduates, that journey to get these first set of initials behind our name began on our first day of nursing school in 2018. At the end of our first class, NR 103, with Dr. Luton, we gave presentations on what inspired us to become nurses. The person who's always inspired me is my sister, Robin. Robin was born with a congenital heart defect called detransposition of the great veins. Once born, she required many interventions to sustain life, including oxygen and eventually surgery. As she grew up, she had seizures throughout her life and had developmental disabilities. She always had to go to Nationwide Children's Hospital for her cardiology checkups, and she always wore a Holter monitor to watch her heart. She never wanted to let her disabilities hold her back and carried a full-time job as a bagger at Whole Foods in Upper Arlington. In 2012, she required another surgery at age 35 to fix a hole in her heart. In 2015, she was admitted for congestive heart failure, and it was during this admission that the simplest of tasks made me have my aha moment. The light bulb had gone off. The aide was simply helping my sister to the bathroom, and I realized what it was that I wanted to do with the rest of my life. I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to help other patients with the same wonderful care my sister had always received. Sadly, Robin passed away in her sleep at home a few months later. After taking time to grieve and consider a plan of action, I knew nursing school was the next big hurdle for me. I had heard horror stories about it though, that it was the most difficult thing ever. I've been reminded countless times by one of my favorite quotes when I need motivation. To succeed, you have to believe in something with such a passion that it becomes a reality. Fast forward to 2018, and here was reality. Here I was as I finished my presentation in week 8 of NR 103, and I handed Dr. Luton this envelope with a letter I wrote to myself that I would receive once I reached graduation. What I didn't know at the time was that that was the beginning of a journey with 34 other classmates that we would all endure together. Along this journey, we had some memorable moments for sure. I can definitely remember Professor Crane in Patho pleading with us at the beginning of each exam, don't change your answers. Little did we know at the time, this would become a recurring theme throughout nursing school. We would have our first simulation, our full head-to-toe assessment checkoff would come next. My partner was Sarah Johnson, but Professor Crane and I didn't know she was ticklish until I needed to palpate for lymph nodes. And Crane and I jumped off the floor when Sarah let out a loud shriek. But it was okay. I got her back when I was auscultating for bowel sounds on me. Anyone that sat in the back corner near me in peds knew I was running on 0 sleep that semester after working 3 night shifts in a row, and my tummy was hungry by that afternoon. So a lot of people know it makes some funny noises. Sarah got the brunt of it though. Our first skills checkoff would be rough for anyone if your uniform pants ripped, but our lab staff came to the rescue. Next, we would have our first clinicals. And for those of you that had clinical at OSU East, I'm sure you all got lost walking in circles as I did. Then, of course, there's the dreaded pharmacology class that everyone hears about. That's a rough one. In critical care with Dr. Puckett, which was our first full virtual class during COVID-19, Dr. Puckett was broadcasting from her in-laws' house. At the time, I was isolating from my family and using Wi-Fi outside a Starbucks to broadcast from my car. One of her in-laws was a school crossing guard and grabbed the stop sign that a crossing guard uses before our first exam, and she said, "Stop, you know the answers." And there's that same theme again. We all have memories that will last us forever and make us laugh, cry, or in today's case, super excited. Some classmates wrote nothing in their envelope from 103. Some I heard rumor they put $100 in as a gift to themselves when we reached graduation. For me, that envelope had a boring, sappy letter I wrote to myself, but it ironically also had a sentence that follows the recurring theme. It read, "Just remember to follow your instinct. Your gut has almost always been right, so why stop listening to it now?" One thing that the last 3 years of nursing school has instilled in me, though, is that as nurses, we are our patient's best advocate. Just remember, graduates, don't lose sight of why you wanted to become a nurse in the first place. And always strive to be the best advocate you can. Treat each patient like they are your own family member. Treat them with respect, dignity, and fairness. Treat them like Robin. It was the aide walking my sister to the bathroom who treated her with these same principles that made me realize my calling. My sister led me to this calling to touch the lives of others, and it was on this journey through nursing school that my sister interconnected me with people I would meet before we even knew each other. Professor Hager worked on the unit my sister was usually on at Children's. Likely somewhere, they crossed paths. My peds clinical instructor, Kelsey Harn, worked on the same cardiac unit at Children's Hospital. They likely crossed paths. And even one of our classmates lived a block from the Whole Foods store Robin worked at. We didn't realize it right away, but eventually, put 2 and 2 together, they probably crossed paths. My sister always drops hints to let me know she's watching, and I'm sure before tonight's over, she will have dropped another hint to let me know she's always watching over me. This makes me think of a good movie quote to leave you with, and for those who have seen it, you'll know it. Robin loved this movie, so it's fitting. It is with passion, courage of conviction, and strong sense of self that we take our next steps into the world. You must always have faith in people. And most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Thank you, Brady. It is now time to begin the pinning and diploma ceremony. I would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Linda Hunt to announce the Bachelor of Science degree graduate candidates.
Dear Bachelor graduates, as I read your name, please stand up and be pinned by the person with you. Haley May Abramowitz. Stephanie Marie Adkins. Alexis Lynn Ayers. Sarah Elizabeth Bennett. Kristen Ann Coffey Smith.
I didn't unmute it.
Kristen Ann Coffey Smith. Kristen Ann Coffey Smith. Ani Marcel Reluctridge.
Thank you, Professor Hager. This concludes our commencement ceremony. We would like to thank all the graduates, family, friends, and distinguished guests for attending tonight's virtual ceremony. Please join me in congratulating the 2020 graduates of Chamberlain University. Give it up for them.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congrats.
Congrats, everyone.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Well earned.
All right, we are now adjourned. Good night, everyone, and enjoy your holiday.
Celebrate safely.
Bye.
Bye. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations.